People, hello there, y'all. This is Country Cuz with your old Sunday report here. We're going to be doing a lap steel lesson once again today, and I'm going to take it down a notch, then I'm going to take it back up a notch. I'm going to put it down there and up here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to help some of the beginner lap steel guys. Right now I'm going to be tuning up my lap steel, and I already got it tuned in an open E. And I told y'all that's where I like to tune it, because if you're a guitar player, open E will come to you, because the frets on the open E are the same as on your guitar, and your movement from there to there. Alright, anyway, let me start off the show here by telling you what happened this morning at 2:30. And I'm talking to you on Saturday night. I'm going to do this as my Sunday report, but I'm doing it Saturday night, and I post this video early in the morning for Sunday. And unless something happens during the night that we need to know about. But last night, and then that'd be Saturday morning at 2:30 a.m. or so, Federal Express truck right down the road here on the Interstate I-75 at the 103 mile marker, which ain't about a mile or two from me. And he pulled over, and he was pulling a wiggle wagon, which is double trailers. And he pulled over to stop for some reason, I don't know why, but it was pouring down rain and foggy last night. And matter of fact, it is pouring down. Y'all may hear rain right now. We ain't got no thunder or lightning or serious wind, but boy, we got a gully washer of rain. And I know some of you guys up front, up north of me, Al, I seen you wrote to me that y'all may have another snowstorm, and your snowstorm may come in, and all the way from Georgia up to New York area, which Al lives up around the Baltimore area, I believe it was. But anyway, another semi coming down the interstate hit that Federal Express truck in the back, and it busted it open. Packages went everywhere. And then the worst part is, looked like the semi-truck, the heater might have went off in the woods back towards me, because there's some woods back there. I barely can actually see the interstate. About a mile away. I'm getting sleepy here. It's about 6 o'clock, about my bedtime. Not really, I'm going to watch an old movie tonight they going to have on. But anyway, the other truck hit him and busted his fuel tank or something. Anyway, it busted into flames and fire was everywhere. Well, all day today up until about 2 or 3 o'clock, the interstate been shut down. And me and my wife, we went up there. There's about a mile and a half or so. There's a eating joint up here called Bojangles at a truck stop. And they got chickens, and we went up there and I got my favorite. I got me 3 or 4 chicken legs and a biscuit, and she got breast and the beans and the rice. But anyway, and I poured hot sauce. I just dipped mine in hot sauce. Ooh, I love hot sauce, love peppers. But anyway, the traffic was backed up down towards Florida. It was a northbound lane that had the wreck, and as far as I could see, as far as I could see, traffic was backed up. And it was still raining, and I could see everybody's headlights. Well, wow, what a mess. Anyway, I understand 2 people had to go to the hospital. Good thing about it, they said there wasn't no fatalities, and that means somebody didn't get killed. So they gonna be okay. They'll just get patched up, sewed up, bandaged or whatever, and sent back into battle in their semi. The semi trucks got tore all to pieces though, so they gonna have to get another truck. And Florida, I had ordered a pair of clippers. I'm gonna cut my beard, trim up. I've been doing that, but my clippers tore up, and I hadn't had a good haircut since last March, believe it or not, or right around the time they announced this pandemic. And anyway, yesterday I ordered some new pro clippers online, and they supposed to come in. I hope they wasn't in that truck that got all them packages knocked out, because my clippers may be laying out there on the highway. I started to go out there and look and see if I could find them, but they said they wasn't nobody allowed to look through the boxes, even if you had an order coming in. So, you go figure. I guess that's true, because there'd be 100 people out there, because there was hundreds of boxes. Anyway, our lesson in open E, I put the tuning right up here. Open E, right there. Oh boy, it's about to catch me, ain't it? But anyway, that's from the big string to the little string. So that's the way it's gonna be. Alright, what we gonna do for the beginners, and I think being we in open E, we gonna play in the key of E. That makes sense, don't it? And we gonna start out, and I'll zoom you in a minute. We'll start out with something like this. Anyway, something in that neighborhood, and you know, if y'all like that kind of stuff, let me know with a thumbs up, and if you thing, we'll call that number 2. Let me know, we'll do a lesson on that. That's a kind of a bluesy thing, but we're going to concentrate for the beginners on all you professionals out there, please keep in mind that at one time in your life you was a beginner also. Anyway, that's about all that I got to say about that with the Federal Express truck, and I hope that we just all keep them into our prayers. And it's raining and pouring down tonight, so I'm sure we're going to have another wreck out there. People in South Georgia, especially in this area, I live in a little old town called Cordele or Chris County, and the people here, they don't get very much education, and they don't know how to turn on a blinker. That's one thing, when you're behind somebody in Cordele, you need to keep your distance, because they might not even have brake lights on the car, but even if they got a turn signal, they don't know how to use it. And I've asked a couple of the younger girls that's like 18, 17 and all that, if they ever use a turn signal. Now, they've actually asked me, well, what is that? And I guess, you know, back when I growed up, I tell you, in my 1951 Ford, we didn't have a turn signal. We stuck our hand out the window straight. That meant you was turning to the left. We took it up like that. That was a right-hand turn, and if you stuck it down like that, that's a sign of stopping. And we knowed all that. I never will forget when the trains had cabooses, people would stand by the railroad track that worked for the railroad, and if they was bearing burned out in the train wheel smoking, which they called that a boxing, because it was an old box bearing. They started out with wood box bearing. I actually got a hair out there that still got wood box bearings in it. And they made out of hickory, a real hard wood, and you grease them, they last forever. But the trains used to have them in it, so it was a box bearing boxing. Anyway, they used to give them, and I know some of y'all were, but I remember, if I seen one running out down on the track smoking, whenever the caboose got there, a friend of mine told me to give him that, like that, and you know, that train would go down there and they'd stop and they'd walk down the track and check on them wheel bearings. And because they would catch on fire after they got hot like that. Anyway, some of you old railroad men out there, y'all can go ahead and comment on that, because that was what I was taught, and that might be all wrong. But I remember I had a good friend of mine, Mr. D.L. Martin, and I'll say his name. He dead and gone around, and then got no kin folks around here except one boy that I know of, Danny McGee, which is a great guy and a friend of mine. And Danny McGee was raised by Mr. D.L. Martin and his wife, which was super great people. But I remember one time on November or December, no, it was late December after Christmas, he come pick me up and took me for a ride in one of those little carts checking the railroad track. And I forgot what to call them, but I called them putt-putts. Anyway, it had a little old Cushman thing that run around. It was yellow, and they go pup, 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 and we rode down the track. I like to froze to slam death in that thing. I didn't ever want to ride with him no more, but I've been begging him for years to ride, and one night, on the coldest night in the world, he gave me the ride. I wrapped up and still like froze there, because don't have no doors, air was coming through it. Whew, that was a cold day. Anyway, but you know what, when I was young it didn't matter. I come home with my fingers about froze, but boy, I had a great time, and I appreciate Mr. D.L. Martin doing that for me, and I thank him. Anyway, I'm going to zoom in for the lesson, so you all stand by, and remember, if you're not subscribed to my channel, go ahead down there in that block, right down there, and hit that little red button and hit the subscribe button, because we got a lot of fun here on this channel. I appreciate each and every one of my subscribers, and everybody makes a comment. Lord, I try to get back to you, and I'm sorry if I missed some of you. I actually do miss some of them, but you know, y'all all stay safe out there. Dave, I listened at your new song the other day, and wow, that was great, you know, and I still ain't figured out what them things you had a field, look like aloe vera growing out in the field to me somewhere in Mexico, and I don't know if you know what they are. You might have just chose a random picture, but man, I would like to know, because I'd like to grow some of them things that look so pretty. And boy, I got pepper seed coming in from all over the world now, so we're going to have a great year with pepper and a lot of fun with them. So y'all stand by for that also. Come on in, let's zoom in. Well, hello everyone, and welcome to the Zoom In here with Country Cuz, and I'm going to try to explain this as we go along, and see if, I hope everybody can see my guitar. Alright, I'm going to start you off on this is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1 through 6, coming back towards me. So what we going to do is, I'm going to play in the key of E, because it's tuning over me. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to the 10th fret on my guitar, but I'm playing up here on the 12th fret, which is a E, but the 10th fret's a D, but I'm going to plug up like this right here. And then I'm going to move. What I'm doing there is going to the 1st and 2nd string, and then I'm moving over to the 3rd and the 4th string. But I'm going to do it like this. Put my bar down on the 10th fret, slide back. But when I do, then I slide up to the 14th fret. Then I skip over to that third and fourth string. Then I go down 1, 2 at a time, and then I stop on the 5th fret, which is A. And then I go back to the 1st and 2nd string. And then, to get that sound, I go from the 2nd and the 1st string just another way to do it. The 1 and the 2nd and the 3rd string. You see how it sounds? I'm picking the 1st and 2nd string, and then skipping to the 3rd and the 4th string, then going down 1, 2. And when I get down there, I hit the 2nd and 3rd. Then I skip and hit the 2nd and the 1st string. lead part, I'm just hitting this 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5th string. Go down on the 2nd fret right there. Go down to your 5th fret, which is the A. And by the way, I'm sliding down to an A flat right there. Then go to A. And that right up there is actually F sharp or G flat. A whole bunch of fun for you today on your lesson. Practice all that. And that was a beginner lesson with a little bit of picking thrown in, but you know, and if you want to hear something special, you know, let me know. We'll get her done. Country Cuz, hoping each and every one of y'all has a wonderful, wonderful week out there, and thanks for stopping by. And I hope everybody's feeling good. I know I am. My mother's feeling good. She's gotten better, and everybody in the family is up and thriving, and all I'm thinking about is getting out there in my garden and getting my peppers planted, but it's way too early, so I hadn't even put no seed, got no seed started. I did buy a seed starting mat. When I get it going, I'll show y'all that. It looks like it's going to be a lot of fun, because sometimes peppers is hard to start. You got to have them up to about 70 to 75 degrees constant, because if it drops down to 60, they'll do like this, go woo and hide, and they won't open back up, and you got to open them inside. But keep them warm and watered and moist, they'll come up. But you don't want to plant them too early. I know I don't, because they get leggy. And when they get leggy, the first time they get out in the wind blowing like that, they're going to break off. So, or the sun's going to roast them, because that's another thing, they need sunshine. So wait till about April or March, end of March, probably when I'll start my plants. All right, y'all take care. We'll see you later. Country Cuz.